Coding is about to become obsolete. So all those hours you spent trying to learn a new programming language, a new framework, it wasn't worth it in the end? Trust me, you did the right thing. But I need you to know that there's more to the story.
Concerns over the rise in artificial intelligence.
Dramatic advances in artificial intelligence.
By the creative power of all of society.
The important thing to keep in mind with AI is you have to let it adapt and grow at its own pace.
Before I go on and tell you all the random details I have found out on the internet about how AI can replace the more repetitive jobs and how it won't completely replace the programmers but will help them in their jobs, I need you to answer me one thing. Do you even enjoy writing code?
What do you mean, no?
It's an important question to ask. What's so good about writing code? Do you enjoy it? Does it make you happy? We know it pays very well. That makes us happy. But the part where you have to sit in front of a computer trying to write those tiresome lines of code, is that worth it? You let me know. What if you could keep the money that a programming job pays, but without the coding part? Will you still take it?
Yes, sir.
There was a time when there used to be human computers that would perform mathematical calculations. But after electronic computers became commercially available, there was no need to hire a person to do the job. We also have the example of telegraph operators who were once a very crucial part of distant communication, but were replaced by telephones, fax machines, and the internet. In most of these cases, you will realize that the focus is on replacing the middleman from the picture to reduce cost and increase efficiency. The same logic applies when it comes to programming. Why hire a person to write code when the machine can do it itself? Let's look at some stats. The most popular IT skills worldwide in 2022 were JavaScript, Java, Python, artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, blockchain, Kotlin, and cybersecurity. So this is good news for developers right now, but we can't be sure what the stats would be in the next 5 to 10 years. There's always an element of uncertainty involved. After the launch of ChatGPT in November 2022, it became the fastest growing consumer app in the world 2 months after its launch, with more than 100 million users by January 2023. Developed by OpenAI and backed by Microsoft, it has already shown the ability to perform a wide range of tasks, from cracking bar and medical licensing exams.
At the University of Minnesota Law School, ChatGPT averaged a C+ on law exams.
To writing essays, songs, building apps, and much more. So it's safe to say that this tech is going to replace many jobs, and programming will be no exception. But right now, the technology is far from being perfect. Users of ChatGPT have found that the bot can generate misinformation, incorrectly answer coding problems, and produce errors in basic math. The technology is still in its early stages and it will take some time for it to actually replace humans altogether. So right now, good news for developers, you still have the time to enjoy your jobs while they last. But make sure you keep an eye out for the next trend because ultimately you will need to adapt to this new technology and figure out where you can fit in. The only problem that remains is that will there be fewer jobs than before? Or will there be new kinds of job openings? When we consider the fact that big tech companies have been firing employees in large numbers, it's hard to ignore the fact that yes, there might be reduction in the workforce. It won't be surprising that this trend continues with the growing capabilities of AI. Now coming to the fact that yes, for now, AI can help programmers do their jobs better. They should make use of this technology as much as they can. But what about those people looking to learn how to program? Should they even do it? Is it even worth it anymore? The answer is a simple yes, they should.
Why? What?
Let me make this simple for you. There used to be a time when people had to do their calculations without a machine helping them do so. But when machines like calculators were invented, we didn't stop teaching children mathematics in school. They could multiply 12 by 12 using a calculator, so why teach them how to do it manually? The answer is, you need to know the fundamentals. Plus, the more important thing is that mathematical learning has significant impacts on the brain's plasticity and cognitive functions. Learning to program is quite similar. Researchers at MIT have found that reading computer code activates a distributed network in the brain called the multiple demand network, which is also recruited for complex cognitive tasks such as solving math problems or crossword puzzles. In summary, learning how to code is definitely going to help you become a better problem solver. And problem solving is one of the skills that is not going to get outdated anytime soon. Programming might even be a compulsory subject that will be taught in schools, and that has already happened in the UK, Canada, and South Korea. AI is likely to replace programmers. It's not a question of how, it's a question of when.